Hello YouTube, it is David, it's Southern, it is Bright Lights, it's episode 43. I know it's the FA Cup, I know we got Man United after Stoke, but Daniel's got his work permit! Finally, belatedly, Daniel's finally done it. It's only taken 6 months at Juve and 2 times rejected. But he has his work permit. Daniel, recall him from loan. Come home, my friend. You are going back into the first team and you will start against Stoke in the episode that you will see. The wonder kid, the prodigal son is returning. The South African international, the saviour, the world-class centre-back is here. Daniel has his work permit. Oh my, for everybody on the YouTube, we'll see you back in a second. We are currently live on Twitch. The Twitch stream is so hyped as well. We'll talk about all things that will happen in this YouTube episode in a second. But Daniel has his work permit. Finally, there's a God. Oh, it's only taken 3 seasons. It's only taken 3 seasons. For a guy this good, it's only taken 3 seasons. Unbelievable. We'll be back with the rest of the episode later. Oh, Twitch chat. Finally. Welcome back, YouTube. It's Damien, and it's Sunderland, and it's Bright Lights, and we do have an FA Cup against Stoke. Now, before we get into that, first things first, Daniel's in the team. He's going to start. It's great. We do have a couple of things to go over. First thing we're going to go over is some fixtures, right? Since you last joined us, was the Bournemouth game. We did beat Wolves 1-0. We didn't pump Stoke in a game that could have finished 5-6, 7-1. And we beat Burnley with the last kick of the day. Joe Silva starting in that game and scoring twice. Marco's picked up a knock. He is fit enough to start today, but we are going to rest him because I do expect to beat Stoke here in the FA Cup. After the pasting that we gave him, 3-1 was like a joke. Like, we go back to the match stats here, you know, it could have been a hammering if we put enough of our chances away. Anyhow, we are going to go here against Stoke, like I said, but the next thing we are going to do is we go to the FA Cup, right, 4th round. We go to the rules. Because of the World Cup being in 2022 in Qatar, due to scheduling problems, is what I've been told from Discord, that's the reason everything goes to extra time and penalties and there's no replay. So very interesting to pick up that Football Manager actually does that. We're going to go to match preview though, as we said. City winning 4-0, you know, another easy game there. Another Man United is still in there. But apart from those 3, I actually feel like we're in Chelsea. We've beaten Chelsea in the league, so maybe we can match with Chelsea. I feel like we're half a shot to make the semi-final this year with a good result of getting teams. Saying that, though, we have to beat Stoke. We've never lost to Stoke so far in the save. Could today be the day? I'm hoping it's not. As I said, though, Burgess, Smithies, Hoyter, Nkumbele. Big news is Silva's out for the next 3 to 4 weeks. I'm desperately trying, next 5 days or 2 weeks. I'm desperately trying to find a left-sided fullback as backup. Unfortunately, the 2 fullbacks that I have, Devine hasn't grown enough. Frank Giovanni, the Australian, didn't get a work permit because he wasn't playing enough because he somehow was Australia's key player, and then they didn't pick him for the World Cup, so he didn't get a work permit like I was expecting. We're going to try and loan him out. He's now playing in the Asian Cup, so I just don't get it with that. But we'll get him a work permit eventually, like we did with Daniel. Hopefully it doesn't take as long. But Oviedo, the elder statesman's going to go in. He's not good physically at all. He's a Sky Bet League 2 player, but he's still got the technicals and he's still got the dead ball prowess. Doska's going to start with Godin. Luazano's having a great time, but Haller, Silva fresh off his brace, and Thuram's going to start as a centre forward. He's not bad as a centre forward. I do like playing with the advanced forward up front, but a complete forward he's pretty good at too, right? I'm just going to make sure Marquez is fit for the Liverpool game, and we can use him off the bench if Thuram doesn't have a good day. But Silva's in some good form, the youngster, the wonder kid. We have loaned out Fofana, Tarani we have loaned out, and we did loan out Van Dijk. The main reason we loaned out Van Dijk is because Kim Jae-in is just coming back from international duty. He's travelling back here very, very slowly, the international from the Asian Cup. Having a good time with it as the South Korean, but he's obviously unreal as well. So to get Van Dijk playing first team football, he is on loan at Fiorentina as a first team player, not a key player, just for smart business. Anyway, we are going to get into this game. Oviedo lacks a little bit of match fitness. He's got 80%. It's not bad. I expect Oviedo to not have the best time. But I could have played Porter out there, and if Oviedo has a shocker, we are going to move Porter out there because he has learned how to play that role to an accomplished level. Anyway, 4-2-3-1 there for Stoke. I'm looking for the same thing we do. Stoke lost 3. Let's pile on the misery today. I expect us to win this game. I'm hoping we'll win this game. I want an FA Cup run. We've gone with the same sort of thing that we have when we played them last time. If we same performance will be alright. I'll obviously rather have the Silver selected today. Like I said to the stream, I do expect to put the Liverpool game after this one as a double upload. Like I said in the previous episode that you'll see this game and the Liverpool game. But, however, if this game goes to extra time and penalties, knowing that there's no replay, you will see only the FA Cup draw and not the Liverpool game. Depending on the draw is. If the draw's on the same day as the Liverpool game, we'll probably just show you both anyway. But we'll wait and we'll see. Anyway, Henderson's playing. He hasn't played for him last time we played Stoke. Ripley had a very good game for him, though. Henderson's actually not a bad keeper. But the rest of that is the same team that we spanked. So I'm hoping for us to get on the front foot, try and spank him, try and go out there, get on the front foot. I want us to score early. Haller there, puts it towards the back post. Daniel's up. Daniel with the header. It would have been nice to see his first chance or his first touch in a Sunderland shirt that we've seen, as a highlight. It would have been nice to see it as a goal. Instead there, he's been all right. He didn't play. He didn't come off the bench in the last game as well. It was just rotating people that was going to start this game. But in the first half, it's blitzed away. We've had 12 shots, but we haven't seen anything of it. And at the half-time mark, it is 0-0. Look, if we play as we just played in that half, we are going to create chances, I would feel. I'm not happy with the performance out there, though. Go back out there, give us the thing. I'm actually going to tell us from half-time that just go get creative. Get on the ball, really try to get 1-0 up in this game. I don't want to go behind. Not in the FA Cup. That is for sure. Knowing that there's extra time in penalties, I'm actually going to be quite cautious with the substitutes as well. Nearly caught us out with the last game, especially being down to 10 men. I was just like, let's play for this draw. Once we went, 93rd minute. As it so happened, it worked out in the end anyway, so it was fine. Anyway, Joe Silva's not having the best of games out there. Marco's on the bench, so we could get him on. Joe Silva's looking nervous, and I feel like that's going to be the first change of the day, is Silva's going to go for Thuram, and we are going to bring Marquez in there alongside Thuram. 2 goal-scoring players now staying out there. Marquez, the other one, the kid coming on. No one else has done too much, and it is a Stoke highlight. Are we going to get FM? Dayhood now with the ball. There, in the Yonnapa. In the Dayhood. Dayhood's ball in the Torbo. Torbo now, if he can cut it. He lays it back to Sterling. Sterling now. We force him back out of the crossing area. Back to Sterling. Sterling now to Dayhood. It's very good from Stoke here. To Yonnapa. Hits it from distance over the bar mercifully, because I wasn't happy with how that built up at all. We're going to make a tactical change here. I don't think Godin's had the best of games, so we are going to get Alex. He's very well suited to a Mazzala role, and he's very good over a dead ball. I really want us to make sure that we do press on and get this first goal. I don't want extra time if I can help it. I feel like they were quite good. Luazana's not having the best game either, but there's not much we can do here. No one's having a great game at all. But we'll see how we go, apart from the back four. Back four's looking like they're having a weldy. Anyway, time's ticking away here. Is there going to be a goal? It looks like Stoke will just come here and sat back. If Stoke score late doors, I'm going to cry. Dayhood now with the ball. Can we press in and win it? We don't. It's going to be a cross. I'll tell you what, I think Stoke are going to score here. It's deflected. Henska, they've hit the post. Get it away. Hoyer with a challenge and Tobo. Down, everyone goes in the box. Ooh, that close to getting out of the FA Cup. That was squeaky bum time I've ever seen it. None of my heart to save on FM. Be right back. Jackson for the win. That's not what you want to hear. That's why you got to back up here. It's another throw-in, though, to Lenihan. Right on the stroke of half-time. They're just time-wasting here at Stoke. They're looking for it. Halliday now with the chance to cross. Doreski there. He's giving away a needless foul. None of that, please. Why does this always happen to us in the FA Cup? You know, we pump sides in the league. We play so well. And then in the FA Cup, bang. Who's number 17 unmarked? Instead, he whips it in there. Smithies claims fantastically. And that should be the highlight. And it's going to be extra time here in the FA Cup. That's for sure. Unless Smithies create something from the long kick. He throws it to Daniel. And that will be the highlight. We are going to go tactically. I'm going to go and tell him that I'm not happy with the performance out there. We need to see something up front. Luazano is going to come off and saying that Dosek's picked up a knock. So I'm not going to bring him on. I'm going to move Durante Miguel in as a deep line playmaker on defend in that case then. And that's our third change done. We're going to leave the front four as they are right now. Luazano's having a shocker. He usually has a not bad game. But there's Luazano. He actually scored one of the great goals of the league so far. We'll get that one up for you after this. But there, it looks like a bruised ankle. You're going to have to stay out there, my friend. It doesn't look like it's happening for us. I'm actually going to move off cautious to a little bit more attacking. See if we can actually try and work something here. We have dominated this game, but you think we can put the ball in the back of the net? We can't. In terms of team instruction, I don't want to really slightly more direct and maybe pass the ball into space a little bit. If they're going to sit back and really try and just absorb pressure, I don't mind us going for it a little bit more at the start of the second half. Team instructions as well, if we can be a little bit more expressive as well. It might open us up to getting hit on the counter ourselves, considering we've just moved off our counter-attacking system to a bit more of an attacking system. But I want us to get a goal. We've been the better side, and it's a highlight, but who's it for? Henderson goes long. Henderson with the long ball there. Daniel gets up and wins well. Haller now on the break. Surely there with a good ball. I tell you what, Marquez in space. Great touch on Marquez. He's in! Oh my days, how do you miss? And Henderson with the big save, but only because Marquez made it easy for him. It was the big chance there. Anyway, Hoyt now onto Oviedo. Oviedo finds Luazano. Luazano, who's picked up this bruised toe, blicks it out there to Haller. Haller won't win, but can we press him in the second? But we do it to Thuram. Fix it in. Marquez on the volley! And he's onside and it's given! And we're 1-0 up, faithfully, in the FA Cup. Oh my days, we've dominated this game. We pasted Stoke in the league only 2 weeks ago. We beat them 3-1, and it could have been 5 or 6. Instead, it's taken to the 115th minute to break them down. They've come in with a plan to frustrate us. It looked like it. Out of all the good stuff Henderson's done, Marquez beats him finally. Should have beat him not too long ago. And that is 1-0. We're now going to move back to a bit more cautious. Going to go to the team instruction. We're going to move up a bit more. We're going to go to a bit more shorter passing. We're going to leave it all the same, because we know there's going to be another chance on the break for us. Everyone is having a good one, but it's a corner to Stoke. They whip it in, it's cleared away, and maybe it's a chance to break. It doesn't. It's actually fallen to Dayhood, who's going to fall to Elielson. Elielson with the ball in, flicked away from Oviedo, only as far as Dayhood. Etobo's out there. Is he going to wheel around? It goes back to Sterling, out to Etobo. Etobo now with the ball. Still Etobo. Rush challenge there from Oviedo. Back post in. Burgess won't get there. Ellison blocked. Another block. Haller blocked. Alex goes long. Marquez is in. Time to kill it, Marquez. Still with Marquez. Marquez! 2-0. And we're through to the 5th round of the FA Cup. Just like that. There we go. It was squeaky bum time for a second. They hit the post in the 93rd minute as well. In a game Stoke didn't deserve too much from. But Marquez off the bench after his recent knock that he picked up there in the last league game has buried that one past Henderson's near post. Made no mistake, he missed the 1-1 from a similar area just before. But that is game over. Can we score another one? Haller there puts it in there. His ball there towards Daniel. Daniel pushes someone in the box, just says, get out my way, bang, have a free kick. I can't get to that. But that's game over. We have shown our quality eventually. 26 shots later, we finally scored 2 goals. Dia Matteo in the chat was like, let's throw it away. No, let's not. And we actually win 2-0 thanks to a Marquez double off the bench. I'm very pleased with the efforts, boys. I'm very happy with how you played. You came back well. Just good to see Daniel and Hoyer actually playing a very good game, by the way. Daniel with the work permit finally and belatedly. And the FA Cup 5th round will be on Monday the 23rd. We'll see how long this episode's going for, but we might see the FA Cup game. You might see the Liverpool game as well. Post-match there, Dylan made his debut. Very happy. Marquez off the bench as well. We are going to quickly save the game as always, as we will tell YouTube that we'll see you in just a second for the FA Cup 5th round draw. And with a good draw, there's a lot of good sides that we can beat in that draw too. If we can avoid Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City, Man United, I think we can beat the rest of the teams in the comp. So definitely a good chance of us getting a favourable tie to get to the 6th round of the FA Cup for the first time in the save. We'll be right back in just a second, YouTube. Don't go anywhere. For everybody on YouTube, though, everybody on Twitch, though, stick around. Links in the description below YouTube. And we'll see you in just a second. Welcome back, YouTube, to part 3 of episode 43 of Bright Lights 5th round draw. Who can we get here? Manchester City, Arsenal, Plymouth Argyle, and Doncaster. I'll take Plymouth Argyle or Doncaster. Automatic draw in the 5th round. First out the hat is Everton. I wouldn't mind a crack at Everton. I don't mind that. Spurs, there's a big name out the hat. Arsenal, don't you dare do it to us, game. Chelsea, 2 big names out the hat. Plymouth, please. Wolves, lucky buggers. Alright. Met, no you dare. West Brom, thank God. Alright. Brighton, I don't mind Brighton. Bristol, that's alright. Out of the teams left, I actually think we could beat them all. I don't care who we get here. Doncaster. Cardiff, I don't mind. West Ham, we're going to get Millwall away from home, but championship side of Millwall in the 5th round. That will be next episode. I'll let you know when that's going to be played. 14th of February, so not too far away. We'll come back for that one there as well. It'll be another doubleheader, I would imagine. I feel like we have to do Millwall and Newcastle because of the Tyne Weir Derby and then Millwall. We'll leave Chelsea because you've seen Chelsea before. But we'll do the Tyne Weir Derby and Millwall, that's for sure. And you'll see the Millwall game. And hopefully we can get past Millwall. I feel like that's not a bad team to pick up. You know, Millwall, they're currently 5th in the championship. They're a decent side on Millwall. Who's their key player before we go in there? Their key player is Kamara. Definitely not bad to finish international, but we should be able to break him down. Anyhow, that will be we'll be right back, YouTube, with the Liverpool game in just a second to end off this double episode, this double Livecom special episode. And for everybody in the Twitch chat, stick around as we'll be simming to the Liverpool game in just a second. Welcome back, YouTube. Episode 43, the final part of episode 43 is the game against Liverpool. We've slightly rotated the side. Sergi Cipri hasn't played for all month because of the new signings. I'm still waiting to see if there's a deadline day offer for this guy. There we are. Alkin is hosting my stream for one viewer. Fake it, Alkin. He does that to set up his auto host. Thank you very much, Alkihan, with the auto host, my friend. Porter's going to move in the left back in this game. I don't expect him to do a job. Oviedo came in, did his job, and that's it. Hoida and Daniel are going to play together again. They played quite well in the last game. There is a new signing that I haven't mentioned, but it's now time. Diogo, we signed on a free. You may have seen it in the last episode, but Diogo has came. He is signed there, and he's worth 9.5 million we paid to get him here. Unfortunately, Ashton Mito went to Barcelona, the centre back that we tried to sign in the same thing, and there we are. It's not a host, it's manually done. Oh, there you go. That's very nice, Alkinhan. There we go. I was going to play Diego Miguel or Dylan Miguel, Durante Miguel, but unfortunately not. Also Luizano from that knock is not 100% fit. If I can find his name, Luizano. There he is. Not 100% fit there. So Rata's going to sit on the bench. I've decided to rest Burgess for one, so I think we're going to get pumped here. But we're still going to try and play on the break and see how we go. Anyway, you never know against Liverpool. We did beat them at home at Anfield in a testimonial, but different between testimonial is that they're playing Becker in goals. Ruben Diaz is going to start. He goes and try to play Keita, and Keita's back. Firmino starting, Salah's there, Tandy's up front. Tandy's just a wonder kid and a half. He's quite good. 7 goals in 10 games, the youngster. Kieran Tierney is probably just as good as Robertson. Henderson's on the bench. Woodburn off the bench. Fabinho's on the bench. Players like this, on the bench. You got Fabinho on the bench. Wow. Anyway, hopefully we'll be okay here on the break. What more luck again? I'm starting. We've got to keep people fit. We owe Liverpool after what happened in our last game in the Cabaret Cup, which we lost 3-1. I don't think we deserve to leave 3-1 on that day. I'm actually going to set up no opposition instructions against Liverpool. Both teams come in good form. I enjoy these matches a lot. I don't be discussing transfer dealings. I don't feel it's my place to comment on other managers' rumours. Anyway, score prediction in the chat. I honestly think that I don't think we're going to get pumped in this system. I think in this system we're actually quite good. And Daniel's quite a good centre-back too. He reminds me a lot of like Van Dijk in real life. He can change the team. Anyway, Sergi Sampras a great challenge. And Marcos has got speed, and he has to run, and he has Watmore on the overlap. Watmore with a great touch past his man. Watmore's in there, but straight at Becker. Great positioning. A 1-0 win. Out in the records, we're going to beat Liverpool and keep a clean sheet at Anfield. I doubt that with the way Mo Salah's been playing. Anyway, Alex there. I like the optimisticness. We do lose the ball out there. Zeke and Hart said we're going to lose 4-1. That's fine. I honestly think that's not a bad call. As the ball gets played into Tandy, we do head it away, but only as far as Keita on the edge of the box hits it. He's hit the post before Diogo and goals could even get near it. But there we are, Figueira there, couldn't get near it. But he's a leading goalkeeper for the Premier League, so I'm very happy with the signing for 9.5 million. He's Portugal's number one. Did go to the World Cup and was Portugal's number one at the World Cup. So very happy with that. Anyway, Keita there, to get him for 9.5 million is a steal. And for him to choose us over, Inter and to Spurs, it was very good. Anyway, Keita there with the ball out to Tyrini. They're playing so well with Liverpool. And there at Tyrini there, Mo Salah looking to cut inside, cuts it from Firmino, 1-0. That's just sexy football from Liverpool there. They've carved us apart. And we are 1-0 down. I don't mind losing to Liverpool, like I've said. If it helps Liverpool win the league, and while we're not trying to finish, unless you manage to fight to a 0 or a draw first half, you have a chance to win 2-1. Zeka goes, if you can keep it tight, you might win. Maybe. Anyway, Firmino, sexy goal. Sexy goal. Anyway, Diogo Figueira there, just beat Mo Salah from the corner. Corners are a bit deadly. Sergi Sampras heads away, only as far as Thomas Partey into Mo Salah. Rui Patricio, no, he's a regen. Is Diogo Figueira. We added in the Portuguese league not long ago, Alkinhan, and this is the region that produced at one of the clubs there that was currently sitting third, and one of our players was on loan there. He's unreal. He's quite the leading goalkeeper. He's not bad. If we can get his shot stopping up a little bit, it would be nice. But anyway, Liverpool dominated the game on the break here, which is fine. We obviously play off the break ourselves, but especially at home, we press teams out of it. We would still play on a pressing system anyway. Hoyer's header was poor. Tandy finds Gleeson Martins. Martins has been a very good signing for Liverpool. I did question it a couple of years ago. Anyway, the ball with the back post does drift back to Salah. Salah now to Tyrini. Tyrini there. Ball inside to Thomas Partey. Partey finds Keita in acres of space. Great talent for Sergi Sampras. It falls back to Gleeson. Gleeson there to Firmino. Turns, hits it, but hits the top of the bar and out. Better say over the bar. It looked like it was always going high. And there we are. Another highlight for Liverpool. We are getting absolutely pumped right now. Can we get creative? Maybe we can go back on there. Anyway, Mo Salah cutting inside, right foot deflected. It falls to Gleeson Martinez. Out of all the places for it to fall there, I thought Rio Patricio because Portugal's number one. Yeah, but not Rio Patricio. We've got the region of Portugal's number one. I like your thinking though, Alkinhan. Yeah, 2-0 down, unfortunately, though, lads. It's not great, but look, Liverpool going to win the league again. They're just too good on the game. It's been deflected off Sergi Sampras, off Linus, and into the back post. I feel for like Daniel, because Daniel doesn't deserve a 6.5 right now. We're about to be 3-0 down. Tandy doesn't win the header. Back to Salah. Thomas Partey, own goal off Porter. And it's game over. We are getting pumped. Absolutely pumped. And not before long, this is going to be 4 or 5. Dylan Tandy there, back into Mo Salah. Salah there at Partey. Where are you heading, Porter? And it's 3-0 at half-time. This is bad for the goal difference. Can we get a goal back, maybe? The ball's not won there by Porter well at all. Anyway, Gleason Martinez running with it. Still Martinez hits it. Great save. It's fallen to Salah. And it's 4. Yeah, we should have ended the episode after the FA Cup game. But we haven't, so here you are. And we are getting absolutely annihilated. Anyway, Hoyt it with the ball there. Can he play out? Back to Figueroa. Figueroa goes second line. It's no one in particular, though. We haven't even seen our strikers get service. That's what frustrates me. Every tackle's fallen to Liverpool. You know, they don't have to pump us by this much. We're not that far away from them. We gave them a very good game the 2 games we had at home. Diogo's made a mistake, and it's 5. All right, then. We're going to bring Morgante on for Alex. Alex is going to go in there. We're going to bring Miguel on as a deep line playmaker on defend. Godin's going to move into here as an advanced playmaker on attack. And we're going to move cautious. And we're just going to time waste. And we're just going to try and time waste here a little bit more. I'm just going to confirm. I'm still going to play on cautious, though. If we can hit on the break, we will. But it's game over now. 5-0 at half-time. No one saw this coming. We haven't lost in like 11 games, but all of a sudden, there we are. No one's having a good game. I don't blame any of the strikers. I don't blame anybody, really. You know, maybe the back four should be doing a little bit better, but we're 5-0 down at half-time. What a half. You've been absolutely terrible, lads. Simple as that. Hopefully, we can actually get back into it, but 5-0 hammering by Liverpool. Look, as a Liverpool fan, I'm enjoying this, but as a manager of Sunderland, this is not great at all. Thank God we were doing so well in the league, but our goal difference has just gone through the roof. It's gone down to 6. We were in double digits at one stage. Thank God we've been pumping teams left, right and centre other places, but there we are. Liverpool just killing us now, and it looks like it's going to be 6. Tyrini there to Keita. Keita now with the ball. Keita to Thomas Partey. Partey there hits it. Oh my days. Just 6-0 to Liverpool. Going to make a change. We're just going to make sure Marquez doesn't pick up a knock here. We're going to get Daniel Wood on. There we are. As a poacher. And we're going to bring Joe Silva on as well. And just make sure no one gets injured. As it's 7 off Linus. This is why Linus doesn't start for us anymore. What is going on here? Is it going to be 8? Trent, we actually make a save. 7-0. I don't believe it. Can we get a goal back, maybe? I do want to just speed this up, though. Got in there, funds Watmore on the break. Finally, we actually get a chance here. Watmore, though, does nothing with it. It's blocked by Diaz. I'm actually going to speed this up, because this is getting a little bit embarrassing. We do have a YouTube episode to think about, too. And it's either going to make this episode very, very long. We do get a penalty here. Miguel steps up. Becker saves. What's new? Ha! There we go. Great save. Anyhow. We're just going to get through this, or else this is going to be too long of an episode for everybody on the YouTube. And there we are. 7-0. Is it going to be 8? It's going to be 8. Gleason Martinez makes it 8. I'm actually very embarrassed. All of a sudden, our Europa League hopes have gone down the drain. I don't know what's happened. We've rotated the side, but yeah. Could be 9 here. Can we lose by 10? Henderson scored a worldie. I'll be back when the game's over, lads. Full time, finally. 9-0. 9. 9-0, hey? 9-0. Aggressively say I'm far from pleased. We just got pumped 9-0 by Liverpool. 9. As a Liverpool fan, there's a part of me that is okay with that. But 9. Anyhow, that kills a goal difference. It's gone down to 2. We just lost the 9-goal swing. We got pumped 9-0. Send the assistant. We lost 9-0. Didn't lose in 10 games. 9-0. That's going to be the YouTube episode, everybody. Links in the description below. Well, at least we're through in the FA Cup, but what the hell was that? Anyhow, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for watching. Goodbye for everybody on YouTube. We'll see you for the FA Cup and the Newcastle game in the next episode.